This is the first donation that the Ag Hall got. It came from Mr. Harry Truman, who was our 33rd President of the United States. Back in the old days, we had to use baling wire for anything that we repaired. We didn't have silver tape like they have now. And I can remember as a kid, my dad handed me a pair of pliers and saying, go get me a piece of baling wire, I gotta fix this. Well, Harry fixed his too. He's got a piece of baling wire right there. Before about 1912 or so, you didn't get your mail at home if you lived on the farm. You had to go to town to get your mail. And maybe you got to town every 3 months, 6 months, something like that, and it just accumulated. Well, Congress in 1912 decided that everybody should be able to get their mail. And that was when the act was established. And this was one of the earliest mail wagons pulled by a horse. But it was 1903, 25 horsepower, and they could get it up to 27 miles an hour, which is pretty fast when you consider that all they had back then was they were using just horses. As you go around here, you begin to see cattle and the nice pigs and everything that they have, and it all gets a little more progress until you get to the end there with the elevators and everything. Somebody got an idea that we had all this tall grass prairie, and when you look at it and the wind blew, it would just ripple like the ocean. So somebody had an idea. They thought, well, I can develop a wagon or some kind of a motorized thing, not motorized, but something that would move across there anyway and go across that grass just like it goes across the ocean. So switchboard, wherever that might be, and it might go through several of them before it got to where you wanted to go, which you wonder why it was so hard to hear anything in those days. Well, the phone we were using was this one, right there. And those telephone lines were put up by farmers, most of them. And if the pole broke, well, they just nailed it to the nearest fence post.